Now I'll try to keep this video under 3 minutes because most people don't want to hear about the Leafs, and if people do, they don't want to hear the same points over and over and over from everyone, and from me especially. So in the year where the Leafs have the greatest chance of making the conference finals, or maybe the easiest or the best or whatever you want to call it, in years or maybe ever, they might actually mess that up because of goalkeeping and because of shoddy defense. The Leafs have lost the last 5 of the last 6, and the problem that it's more a video about my problem with the Leafs, my problem with my team, my support. And yes, people will say yes, you can't complain because people in Buffalo have it harder, in Detroit they have it harder, in Ottawa they have it harder. Yes, I know, but it's all relative to the level of the team. People in Buffalo aren't expecting the team to make the playoffs, and I completely understand the grievances. We are expecting the Leafs to make the playoffs. We are expecting the Leafs to go far because the playoffs will still be the Canadian division until the conference finals, or until the semifinals rather. And the Leafs might mess it up because of goaltending. Now, the Leafs have traded for a new goalie with the Lehtinen trade. I don't understand why it was Lehtinen that was let go, because you would think that Lehtinen would probably be playing the next few games, seeing as how terrible that defense has been recently for the Leafs. Does the new guy get the start? I still can't remember his name, I'm sorry. Will he get the start if he comes out of quarantine and Campbell is still injured? I believe he might. I'm not saying he will, because it depends on how Freddie does. Well, actually, we have one game in the next 10 days or something. It's not many, actually. We have like 4 or 5 days. I don't know the schedule, sorry. Freddie might do great, Freddie might do badly. I believe Jack Campbell would be the starter if Freddie was out, what was playing like he is, and if Campbell wasn't out. But, ifs and buts. The Leafs are still 5th in the league. They are 8th point percentage-wise, tied with Winnipeg. Do I believe the Leafs will make it to the playoffs? Absolutely. There's no way they're not making it to the playoffs. But the problem with most teams is when you start believing your own hype, you drop off. That's what the Leafs did. Sheldon Keefe said Lehtinen was traded because you couldn't break up the defense. And after that happened, the Leafs lost 3 in a row. Then they won in overtime against Ottawa. Then they have lost the next 2. Against Ottawa, against Winnipeg, sorry. Now, when teams start believing their own hype, they drop off. We saw that with the Lightning. The Lightning start believing their own hype against Columbus. They lose in the playoffs. Next year, they don't take it for granted. They end up winning the cup. Now, granted, the Lightning are still a much better team than the Leafs, I'll admit. But don't believe your own hype. Don't take the league for granted. Don't take the smaller teams for granted, because yes, we have seen Ottawa can beat any team on their day, which doesn't happen very often. But Toronto against Vancouver and Ottawa have an abysmal record because, well, it's Vancouver and it's Ottawa. It should be easy, right? Anyway, we're over 3 minutes already, so it's just a video airing my thoughts. The Leafs need to do something about the goalies. Perhaps something about the defense too. It needs to be improved. However, with Rasmus Sandin waiting in the wings, with Timothy Yurgren waiting in the wings, something might be shaken up soon. Anyway, that's it for this video. I'll be very curious to see if the Leafs end up making a trade soon, if Freddie goes before the end of the season, which wouldn't surprise me, but I don't expect it to happen. If Hutchinson goes, if Wall gets a chance, we'll see. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, please consider dropping the video a like, subscribing to the channel, and I'll talk to you very soon.